All right, happy Friday, Pirate families. Special Friday here. We're getting ready to go on Thanksgiving break. It was an early release day. We're going on Thanksgiving break. We're also heading out to Longview for our area playoff game where you'll see Hudson and KJ bringing the heat on defense, and you're going to see Cam and Kaysen bringing the scores on touchdowns on offense, and we get another W and continue to move on in the playoffs. But before we get started with our weekly announcements and our weekly update, I wanted to recognize two great students here. We have Madison, or Maddie Bass, and we have Asen Price. This is our upper class student of the month. Congratulations. And this is our freshman student of the month. So congratulations to you too. Teachers have nominated you guys and said you guys are doing a great job. You're having a great year, and we're super proud of you. So for that, you get to take this home and put this in your yard. And I know your mom, and she's going to really be excited about that. And Asen, you have one as well. So congratulations. Keep up the hard work. We're really proud of you guys. Thank you. You guys are really what Crandall Pirates are all about. So thank y'all. Have a great rest of y'all's day. All right, we're so proud of those guys. Again, these are what we love all of our students to get recognized for all the things they do. Just a quick couple announcements as we get ready to head out for our Thanksgiving break. When we come back, guys, I want to talk about a couple of things that we're going to be implementing as we get back. We're, again, first, real cold weather day this morning. I know it was real chilly going out. Might have been some frost out there. But again, we're having issues with dress code. But it's not just hoodies, it's hats, it's slides, it's sweats, it's blankets. And so right now, what I would say is about 90 to 95% of our student body are doing a great job. So thank you, parents, for supporting those students. But we still have about 5% or about 25 students that continually and habitually break the dress code. So what we're going to do is as we move into this break, after we get out of the break, we're going to start issuing consequences, because at this point, we are almost a full semester into school. The dress code has been the same since before, and so at this point, we're going to start issuing consequences such as detention as necessary, because what happens is no more is it an accident, now it is becoming insubordination, which goes against our student code of conduct. So I wanted to give you guys heads up, because you have the whole break to get your students in the right gear. As it gets cold, you can get a jacket just like this. There's no hood on this jacket. You can get a jacket or a sweatshirt that has no hood. And again, no blankets, no slides, no slippers, all those things. So as we move into that, you're going to get phone calls from your administrators, because we will start doing some after-school detentions for those students, because we've got to get it right. We've got to stop worrying about the dress code issues, because it's a constant battle that we're having each and every day. And again, it's only about 20 to 30 students. So kudos to the rest of you guys who are doing the right things, but we want to make sure we give you all the information. Also, when we come back, another thing that we're going to be rolling into is we're going to start picking up Saturday schools. Now, this is not necessarily your traditional Saturday school. So in the past, or if you've watched Breakfast Club or something like that, Saturday school is like a detention for those students. Now, we will have that option, but what's going to happen is we're going to have our Saturday schools, and it's going to be utilizing three facets. On one side, we have students who are preparing to take the December EOC testing. We have students who are preparing to take the EOC test in April and May. And so on one side, it's going to be practice and preparation for your EOC testing. On another side, it's going to be attendance makeup. We have students who have broken the 90% rule that the state requires us to hold you to. And so this is going to be an opportunity to make up time by coming on a Saturday morning. And then thirdly, it will be a detention option if a student breaks the code of conduct to that level in which they need to have a Saturday school. These are just three options in order to help us increase support for your students, give them the opportunities to make up work, give them the opportunities to make up time that they miss out of their days, and then again, to remind them to stay on track as it becomes to behavior and all the things that we do in school. So those will start. We'll get those posted on social media. You'll see more information about that coming out. It'll be in the morning. We'll be done by noon, and your students will be able to go on about their business. Again, keep an eye out for that. That'll start kicking up right after we get back from Thanksgiving break. And then last but not least, one of the things that we're noticing and we're hearing a lot are students helping each other, right? Students giving each other answers, students taking pictures of answers and then copying those answers. And that goes against our academic code of conduct as well. And the consequences for that is a 0 for the person who provides the work and for the person who cheats on the assignments as well. So what I just want to remind everybody is if your student is struggling, oftentimes when students go and resort to copying somebody else's work, it's because either A, they're struggling, or B, they just forgot to do an assignment. And the two things I would tell you, and I want to tell the parents, and I want to make sure the students understand, is number one, if you forgot and something happened or something came up, email your teacher, and just like the real world scenario, and say, hey, I'm really sorry this came up. Can I turn in late? Whatever the circumstance is. Don't cheat, because you're not getting anything out of that piece of it, but email your teacher, ask for grace and some extra time, and a lot of times you might see that they'll give that. In addition, if they're struggling with their work, tutoring is open back up. We have plenty of opportunities for tutoring, but we don't have, out of 2,000 students, we probably have roughly 50 to 75 students on a good day who actually come to tutoring. All of our teachers are required to have at least 2 days of after-school tutoring. So please inquire with your teacher if your student is struggling before they start cheating, because it all comes out in the wash. If they cheat now on the daily assignments, they're going to struggle on their tests, and then they're ultimately going to be in jeopardy of losing credit. We want to make sure that our students are working hard and they're earning the grades that they're getting, and so they can have a feeling of accomplishment, so they can be successful, and then they can learn the things that they need to learn in order to not only help them from grade to grade to grade, but outside the four walls of this building, so they can be successful down the road. Guys, it is Thanksgiving break. Get some rest, relax. Again, turn it off a little bit. Spend time with your family. Enjoy the changing of the weather, and have a great, great break. And here are the announcements.